Either we are there or not, ITSP Magazine still gets the best stories. There are plenty of conferences and all sorts of events that spark our curiosity and allow us to start conversations with some of the world's brightest minds. In person or virtually, we sit down with them at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society. Together, we discover what the synergy of these three elements means for the future of humanity. Knowledge is power, now more than ever. CrowdSec, the collaborative and open source cybersecurity solution. Analyze behaviors, respond to attacks, and share signals across the community for free. Let's make the internet safer together. Learn more at crowdsec.net.
EdgeScan offers continuous vulnerability intelligence as a service, accurately identifying vulnerabilities and exposures across the full stack. All threats are verified by cybersecurity experts, providing exploitable risk and remediation guidance, virtually false positive free. Learn more at edgescan.com.
Pantera, the leader in automation security validation, allows organizations to continuously test the integrity of all cybersecurity layers by emulating real-world attacks at scale to pinpoint the exploitable vulnerabilities and prioritize remediation towards business impact. Learn more at www.pantera.io.
Marco.
Sean.
My coffee tastes a little weird today.
Yeah, because there is ransomware in it.
That's right. It actually didn't brew. Somebody wanted a Bitcoin before I could get my coffee out of the machine.
Or maybe the fridge hacked the coffee machine and the toaster. Toaster. That's
the toaster.
The IoT toaster.
The IoT toaster, exactly. Well, that's not too far-fetched. It didn't happen to me, thankfully, because I have stupid, not smart kitchen appliances at the moment where I am. But it is
smart,
possible.
by the way.
It is
That's
possible.
Smart move.
That is smart. But devices do end up being smart and connected to the internet and connected to other things, and certainly in people's homes, but it's not too far-fetched to see them in business as well. That smart toaster in the coffee room. It's a beautiful thing. And when they're connected to the networks, all bets are off. I mean, what was it? I don't know how many years ago, the IoT fish tank in Las Vegas was compromised. Oh, yeah. And that was used to access a network, a business network. Thanks goodness they're there. But this is our chance on the road, Marco, to Las Vegas. That's why I brought up the fish tank. And as you know, we're talking to keynote speakers and organizers and presenters and friends old and new from the villages. And today we get to chat with our friends from the IoT Village, and we have Rachael Tubbs on. Rachael, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the IoT conversation in the village is probably, at least for me, one of the first village that come in my mind. When we visited there in person at DEF CON, and of course, ton of conversation podcasts that we had all over the IoT. So for me, it's probably one of the easiest to understand in terms of risk, and that's probably people, because it's in their people hands, people homes. Very relevant. That's what I'm saying.
More so than the packet capture village.
For me, being a technical person like you, for me, I'm more about, okay, how is it going to affect my life? How is it going to affect my business? Of course, I'm not going to deny that every village is as equally important, but for the everyday user, this is probably what comes to mind. But enough chat about this. Let's learn what's going on at the village, Sean.
So Rachael, actually, first a few words about you and your role with the village. Give us some background.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the marketing and events lead at independent Security Evaluators, which is the company that founded IoT Village almost a decade ago. We've been around almost 10 years with the Village, which is super awesome. So I oversee everything that takes place in the IoT Village. So we travel both domestic and internationally. During COVID, we introduced the Village to the virtual realm. So we do in-person and virtual events as well. And I oversee all of that and the content, the marketing for it, and just making sure that everything goes off without a hitch.
Including the big thumping music, right?
Exactly.
Because that's one of the things, and again, it's hard not to, this isn't anything against the other villages, but the IoT Village has an experience. Just even if you watch Ted's, he happens to have a podcast here on ITSP Magazine, Tech Done Different. If you look at Ted's environment behind him, it's creatively lit, and you kind of get a vibe from Ted Arrington, that he cares about the experience that he's bringing to bear, and that's certainly very evident in the IoT Village. So talk to us about the experience overall first. What goes on for those few days?
Yeah, so IoT Village, we really think about it as a movement and an experience. We want people to walk away not only having learned something, but also having a lot of fun while doing it. So we like to make it a really laid back space. We don't want you to walk into IoT Village and think that it's some stuffy conference where you're going to be sitting down, you're going to be getting a lecture, right? We're going to have our team there on site to guide you and help you and just hang out with you. We just want to hang out with the attendees, have a lot of fun, and just make it a unique experience. We're happy to hear when people tell us that they remember IoT Village from 4 or 5 years ago at DEF CON or at RSA or a smaller event like a B-Sides Charm. We love having those attendees come back years later and tell us that they remember, positive experiences that they had with us in the past.
I love what you said, because it's kind of like how Sean and I got the initial joke. Like, there are certain villages that have a little bit more of a hands-on, like, virtual machines and aerospace village simulators and the ICS and so forth, and you guys. And others are a little bit more, I would say a little less hands touch, but more like brain and code and stuff that you don't normally see. But the final goal, of course, is, have fun, make it memorable, but learn. So tell me, when people walk in there, this year in particular, but it's always been the mission for the Village as well, what is your goal? What is success for the Village when people walk away?
Success can be measured in so many ways through IoT Village. I think the biggest one is having somebody walk into our space and walk out of it with more confidence than when they entered. We want to have somebody walk away with a new level of knowledge in the IoT space, whether they are a high school age student or a C-suite individual who's been in the industry for 20 years. We have a wide variety of content that can touch all those different types of people. And we have, like I said, we have our team on site to help guide you through that process. So whether you've never touched a computer before, or you're hacking into devices every day on your own, we're going to be right there to make sure that you're walking away with a new level of confidence and something new.
And do I get to walk away with the Starbucks coffee machine?
No Starbucks coffee machine this year, unfortunately, but we will have some pretty cool swag to give out, so you can definitely grab some of that.
I remember the nice hoodie that we got the last time. I think we got a hat too as well, Marco. So certainly swag is important, but more important perhaps, I don't know, maybe swag is more important for some, but more important to me is the devices that are in there. And I started this off kind of joking about the coffee machine, because I remember the big connected barista device in the Village. And I mean, that's a company that's building a device that's smart, connecting to the networks that they're controlling and maintaining for their individual coffee shops. They recognize the risk, right? So not only are they not just figuring it out for themselves, they're actually bringing advice to help others learn about that. So no coffee machine this year, but what will be there this year?
We're going to have a huge amount of devices this year. So we've revamped our Capture the Flag hacking contest, and our CTF is going to have over 30 devices in it, some of which are going to be brand new to DEF CON into the space. So we're really excited about that. We've also got a drone coming in. People are going to be able to fly a drone in our space. It's going to be a multi-level challenge. At each challenge, you're going to get some of that swag. And as you move on to the next level, all the way up to fly that drone through our space. So we've got a lot of really fun stuff lined up. We're also going to have some workshops as well. We're going to have people demonstrating with tools like Burp Suite and how to use different forensic tools. We're going to have some hardware hacking as well. Our friend Daryl over at Rapid7 is going to be bringing over some really cool stuff. And then we've also got a revolutionary lab that's coming. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's a brand new lab. It's for our IoT hacking playground. And it's only going to be accessible on site, and it's only going to be at DEF CON. So it's never been seen before, and we're pretty pumped about it.
Can we walk back in time for a little bit? You say you've been there for 10 years, if I'm correct. And correct? Yeah. And kind of like how the evolution of the village has been. Did you guys rethink the way you were doing things? Did you find out what worked more? What was more exciting for people? I mean, the thing you're saying is going to happen this year sounds a lot of fun. And our experience there was fun like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So a little bit of the evolution of the village, if you may.
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, Independent Security Evaluators, or ISE, is the company that founded IoT Village. ISE is a research-based company, so the Village was founded out of our So Hopelessly Broken research. That research is what kind of inspired our Capture the Flag contest. So when we started out as a Village, we were really just a hacking contest with some lights and some music. And over the years, as we've grown and expanded, being past just a DEF CON Village, we take the feedback that the attendees give us. We ask them what they want to learn. What's important to you? What do you need to know about IoT that's going to help make you better in your job or in your personal life, or make you feel safer with the devices that you're putting in your home? And then we go buy those devices and we conduct the research on it. We find the vulnerabilities in it, and then we create content based on it. So we've got all these different types of content now. Like I said, way back when we were just a CTF, and now we're going to have drones flying in this space. We've had medical beds. We've had the Starbucks machine in there before. So we like to partner with different organizations that can help the village grow and expand by bringing unique content into the space with devices that people might not get to interact with on a daily basis.
No. I seem to recall, maybe it's a few years back, the biohacking village actually had some devices in there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Ted and Bo maybe work together on that. My question really is, we've seen a lot of cross interaction, collaboration between villages, because you can't use a drone or some of these devices without an app, right? Or without a cloud, or without a network, or without, and people are going to social engineer all that stuff as well. So all the villages play a role in the big picture, the grand scheme of things. What's the IoT's village view and plans from a collaborative perspective this year?
Yeah, so this year we are doing an exclusive collaboration with the social engineering community. And they are running a challenge. It's a Heroes and Villains challenge. And IoT Village is going to be the hero hub. So we're going to be working with kids, and they're going to be coming into the space, and they're going to be social engineering their way through IoT Village to win prizes. So we're going to be giving out some comic books, some t-shirts, and a whole bunch of different stuff. So we're really excited about that. So we'll have hopefully a pretty big turnout. It's the first time we've ever partnered with them for a social engineering activity, and the kids that have signed up are really excited so far for it.
Yeah, and I can tell you that we were just actually on a podcast with Snow. So she told us about about this, and I have to say she was particularly excited herself. She's like, wish I could go back in time and be a kid and get to play like this. So glad to know that there is this collaboration within within the villages that together, I'm kind of making it my signature phrase now, that together make a bigger village and a bigger community that comes together. Sean, about this synergy, I mean, how are you feeling it? Like, we're talking with all these other villages, and does it all come together to one roof, one core?
Well, it certainly does, and obviously IoT Village has deep roots in the hardware end of things here. But I think what I've heard from all of the villages is, and if you actually get to participate in any of them, it's really about the community and the friendships you make, the conversations you have, and you mentioned it, Rachel. Maybe you can spend a little more time kind of talking beyond the DEF CON, because early on we realized that this village, which started at DEF CON, now has a place at RSA. You mentioned B-Sides Charm. You mentioned other things online. So how can folks engage at DEF CON, but also then continue to engage and be part of the bigger community throughout the rest of the year?
Yeah, so at DEF CON, the best thing to do is to just walk into our space, find our info table, and ask what we've got going on, because there's going to be different things going on in our space at any given time. So if you tell us, hey, I'd like to learn more about hardware hacking, we're going to send you over to, the Rapid7 table where Daryl's running hardware hacking. If you tell us, oh, I want to play in your CTF, well, we're going to send you over to our CTF, where we've partnered with Hack the Box to build a custom challenge for House. It's called House Edge, where you're going to be hacking into a casino, right? If you want to do that, we've got a space for you there. If you're learning about how to break into the cybersecurity industry, we've got an area that's teaching you how to conduct yourself in a cybersecurity interview in the tech space. We've got all of that. But if you're not able to make it to DEF CON, IoT Village is super accessible year round. Once COVID hit in 2020, we were sad to see in-person events leave. And we felt a big disconnect from this community that we spent so many years trying to build. So we created a Discord. Our Discord is active, it's open year round, and we're in there all the time, whether we're at an event or it's a random Tuesday evening. We constantly have people asking questions about a project they're working on, or if they're job hunting, or they just want to know what IoT Village is up to next, or they're looking for ways to volunteer or get involved with IoT Village. Our Discord's the best place to do that, as well as Twitter. We update both of those things regularly. It's the best way to stay involved with the village.
That's super cool. And I was about to say, when you were telling about people coming and say, hey, I want to do this, and you tell them where to go. And I'm wondering, what if someone said, I never done any of this before, but I'm really curious. Where do you send them for the first step?
We send them to our hands-on hacking playground. Or Ted. Or Ted.
No, go ahead. Seriously, where do you...
If they're not at TED, which TED is doing a book signing for Hackable at DEF CON. So for those of you that are interested in getting a signed copy of Hackable, TED will be on site. But if reading's maybe not so much your thing and you want to get, hands-on, we've got our hands-on hacking playground. And that's a series of 101 and 102 level self-guided labs. So if you've never ever hacked into anything before in your life, but you want to learn what it is, how to do it, or what that think like a hacker mindset, you want to learn more about that, we've got these labs built for you. You can get them done in as little as 15 minutes, or, you can really pace yourself, take your time. We have students, college level students, come in and take these labs, and they bring notebooks with them and they write down the different things that they learned at each step. And they come up to us afterwards and thank them. They said, I'm getting ready to start my senior year of college in the fall, and this is really going to help me, pass my classes and get a career. And that's why they're there. So I would say our labs are your best bet if you've never done anything in the IoT space but want to get started.
And that's the beauty of the villages, is that you can actually break stuff, build stuff, hands-on, and that's how you really learn the most. They become memorable. And I sure have memories, and I'm looking forward to make new ones in the villages this coming year. And one way we will do that, as Sean, as we wrap, is that we will connect not only with the IoT Village, but with many others on a live stream on our social media, and together we can amplify the message all over the places and involve people that maybe they can't afford or they cannot come to Las Vegas, but they can learn remotely and make these available all year long. So we thank you for that. We think it's really important for the community. And Sean, we will have notes, way to connect with Rachael, with Ted, with the village on our podcast, and we invite, of course, everybody to show up. It's a fun village. I can tell you.
It is.
I can. Absolutely.
It's a chilled thumping environment.
You'll probably dance a little bit too.
Figure out what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah, the music is there for sure.
It certainly
All
is.
right. Well, thank you, Rachael, for your time, and we'll probably see you again on the live streaming. You and Ted, or both of you.
Or
and
Daryl.
that's it. On Daryl.
Yeah, we'll see you in Vegas.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Thank you.
So thank you, everybody, for listening, and stay tuned for all the live stream and all the goodies from Black Hat and DEF CON from Las Vegas here on ITSP Magazine.
Pantera, the leader in automation security validation, allows organizations to continuously test the integrity of all cybersecurity layers by emulating real-world attacks at scale to pinpoint the exploitable vulnerabilities and prioritize remediation towards business impact. Learn more at www.pantera.io.
EdgeScan offers continuous vulnerability intelligence as a service, accurately identifying vulnerabilities and exposures across the full stack. All threats are verified by cybersecurity experts, providing exploitable risk and remediation guidance, virtually false positive free. Learn more at edgescan.com.
CrowdSec, the collaborative and open source cybersecurity solution. Analyze behaviors, respond to attacks, and share signals across the community for free. Let's make the internet safer together. Learn more at crowdsec.net. We hope you enjoyed this episode of our on-location conversation. If you learned something new and this podcast made you think, then share itspmagazine.com with your friends, family, and colleagues. If you represent a company and wish to associate your brand with our conversations, sponsor one or more of our podcast channels. We hope you will come back for more stories and follow us on our journey. You can always find us at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society.